Thursday. Welcome everybody. So if you guys are here, I can see Raging Zapdos is here. That's cool. Um, awesome. So just let me know if you're here and watching. And we will be getting started in about a few minutes. So if you have any questions before we start this, just let me know. Let's play. Like I said already, if you have any questions, anything you'd like to ask me, you can ask me right in the live chat, and I will answer you to the best of my knowledge. I'm also going to be giving you guys some trivia, some Pokemon trivia, and you guys will be able to take. New Pokemon, a Dodrio. Whoa. Something is going on. Oh boy, this is not what I wanted to happen. If anybody can still hear me and see me, please let me know. I want to make sure that everybody can hear this. Just give me a quick message just saying you guys can see it. Receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming messages, viewers. Thanks very much. I really appreciate that. The prizes in the current giveaway are going to be given out very soon, so thanks very much. I really appreciate that. Okay, perfect. So guys, without further ado, let's get going into this week's live Let's Play. So today we are back. We've got we're going to be battling right away, guys. Get right into the stream of things. Congrats once again, Raging Zapdos. I didn't know that was you, but congratulations. So yeah, I will contact you through email. It'll be a little bit after this video, probably either tonight or tomorrow, and I will let you know that you have received what you'll be getting. So we are battling with Larry right now. He's going to take down this Oddish with his Ember attack. And of course I've got my cream soda. This Oddish is very tricky. And I cannot do anything right now. I just have to wait until Larry decides to do something. If you guys love the Pikachu sweater, please let me know that you guys are loving it. I'll give you guys a better view of the Pika sweater. It's one of my favorite ones so far. Sorry about that. So yeah guys, if you have anything that you'd like to talk about, please let me know what you want to hear. And guys, this is actually the highest view count that we've had so far. You changed your name between the giveaway. Oh no, don't worry, man. As long as it's the same email. Thank you. Thumbs up for that. I really appreciate that you guys like the sweater. So we got a Bellsprout coming out. Who are we gonna send in? Guys? You know what? Let's send in. Let's send in Dusty Simmons. So, give you guys an easy one to start off with. If you guys can name the Generation 5 Fire Pokemon, first person who can give that to me will get a card code. So let's go. We're gonna quick attack. You guys, once again, you guys will win a card code, which is right here, this one. It is for a Breakpoint booster pack. If you guys can name the 5th generation Fire Starter Pokemon. Oh, I hate getting poisoned. It is the absolute worst. Nope, it is not Cyndaquil. That's Johto, that's 2nd generation. Alright. Let's send in Mew. We're gonna send in Wemmy. Wemmy's gonna do a little bit of damage here. We're gonna Mega Punch this guy. I still can't believe my Mew hasn't gotten transformed, which really annoys me. Let's send out Stooges. Alright, he is super speedy, so this is going to be fairly quick for him. Also guys, if you're watching the video, just give me a shout out saying that you are watching this current video. Give me a like, a thumbs up, whatever you'd like to send my way. Dang it. I hate getting put to sleep too, that's the worst. I'm not going to wake up from this. Maybe I might. Another reason why I hate Wrap. It is the worst move in the game, but yet never ends. It's like Fire Spin. And guys, this is the first time that we've used Stooges in a battle. So let us... We're going to use our bike. We've got to cut this. So Larry, please use cut. Hey Tim, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. We've got a bit of a fuller room this time. Well, not fuller room, but more people this time. The current question is, name the Generation 5 Fire Pokemon starter. If you can name that, you win a code card, Tim. So if anybody has any questions, please go right ahead and ask away. If you have anything that you'd like to ask me Pokemon related, please let me know. Even non-Pokemon related, I guess I could answer your question. I'm not sure if I will have the knowledge, but I can try to answer to the best of my ability. Trying to think of something to say right now. I did end up buying a Sun and Moon deck. There's a place near me called Sunrise Records. They had a huge, it's like kind of like a closing sale, and they were getting rid of all of their toys and games and stuff like that. And they had just gotten in Sun and Moon, the starter decks. So I got my hands on a deck. New video will be coming your way very recently, and you guys will see which one I picked. Let's fight this guy. He's bored. He's quite the bored man. Man, these hikers, they just come out of nowhere. Guys, I'm not doing any advertising for Crush, but this episode is not brought to you by Crush or AMW, so. Let's put in... We'll send in Stooges again. The last of this Chop is destroying. There we go, there goes the last of it. So what are we at, 11 minutes? What are we going to do today? We are going to clear the entire pathway to the cave. And when I mean the cave, I am talking about the cave that connects Cerulean City to Lavender Town. So, that is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be defeating all the trainers that are in here. So let's send out, we're going to send out Barry. Barry doesn't get very much time. We're going to send Snake out against Snake. Let's see who wins. Bubble Beam, Barry. Yeah. That's one thing that I like about Gyarados. He is so worth going through all the trouble of leveling up and putting him out. He is probably one of the most loyal and best Pokemon that you can have in this game. So let's battle this guy over here. Let's send out Cheese. Cheese hasn't had any screen time yet. Everybody else here has had some screen time. Just Cheese. So does anybody know who the 5th generation starter Pokemon that is a fire Pokemon, guys? Come on. I will give you guys a hint. If you guys don't know which generation I'm talking about, I am speaking of the black and white generation. So there's the clue as to the starters from there. So it's one of the 3 starter Pokemon from black and white. So if you guys don't know, there is a site called Google. You guys can search if you guys don't know, or if you guys know of a Pokemon encyclopedia, and it will give you guys the answer right there. Okay, I did not read anything he said, but we are going to battle him. And he is wearing really short shorts. I don't know if anybody else is watching this, but all the trainers always have really, really short shorts. Like, it doesn't even look like there's any, like, shorts, which is very odd. Alright. Go Cheese! Let's Thunderbolt. Good job, Cheese. Let's quick attack him. Good job, Cheese. So nobody knows who the starter is. I am very surprised at all the Pokemon people here, because black and white is not that old, so you guys should be right on top of this, but I've already given you guys the hint, so I'm not going to give any more hints because it's pretty much giving it away by saying it's from black and white. Come on, guys, there's only 3 starter Pokemon, and you get a free code card, guys, come on. We got 420. That's very cool, guys. Gonna switch one in. So for those of you that don't know, anybody who's interested in the Pokemon TCG game, I recently went to the Sun and Moon pre-release, and if you guys see in my channel, I posted what I received from the booster packs, as well as my journey to go and play at this tournament. I ended up finding out when the actual cards are coming out. For those that don't know and that don't pay attention to Pokemon news, the Sun and Moon booster packs, and I believe the Elite Trainer boxes, they will be coming out February 3rd. So I'm super stoked because when they come out, I'm going to be getting one of each, and I'm going to be doing a review on both of them so that you guys can see what you're going to get inside. But for those that have played Pokemon or have opened the pre-release kits, you get a bunch of stuff in there. So you'll be getting 8 booster packs out of those sets. So you have a very, very high chance. You'll probably be able to pull at least 2 GX cards, I'm going to bet. Maybe a fuller, if you're lucky. And if you're super, super lucky, one of those, it's called like a hyper rare, and they have a weird texture, like kind of like a full art look, but it's like this weird look to the card. Tim, you've won the Pokemon TCG code card. I will give you the code card information after today's episode. So congratulations to Tim for getting the correct answer. So yeah, in the Elite Trainer Box kit, you'll get 8 booster packs. Like I said, you can have all these chances at getting different kinds of cards, as well as you get a bunch of sleeves. So there is the Solgaleo Elite Trainer Box and the Lunala Elite Trainer Box. So you'll get, either one will have different sleeves. So the Lunala one will have Lunala sleeves. Solgaleo one will have Solgaleo sleeves. As well, you get dice from this new set, which I'm assuming that you do. Card dividers, a guide to how or what is in the current set, so you'll be able to see all the artwork that you can get out of the set. So it's kind of like a guide to see what's rare and what's not. All right, Barry's at level 22, guys. Good job, Barry. What else do you get out of that set? Another thing I did notice, because I did open my deck and I did film, you do receive something new, and it's going to be a GX, kind of like a counter. It's it has GX on one side, and on the other side it's black, and it's kind of like a Pokeball logo. So I'm assuming when you play this new series, if you use your GX move, you have the GX thing flip face down, saying that you already used the move. If it's face up, that means you haven't used it yet or something. I haven't read the rules on that yet, but it's going to be pretty cool to see people using GX Pokemon now. I saw a few people using them at the tournament that I went to, but I never got to use one myself yet. I have a Snorlax GX, but it's in my binder and I don't really want to use it yet. So what else can I talk about? You guys have any questions for me? Any Pokemon related questions? Guys, come on. There's gotta be somebody that has a question on something Pokemon related that I can answer, or that I can try to give you guys an answer to. What else is in the news? Pokemon Bank recently updated. I recently started playing my Pokemon Moon version again, and I just transported in a bunch of Pokemon from Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow into Sun and Moon, as well as all my Pokemon from Alpha Sapphire and Pokemon Y? Yeah, Pokemon Y. So I transported all those guys in. So it's really cool now because you can use a lot of different Pokemon. And it's really neat to see like the Kanto Pokemon versus their Alolan counterparts, which is really cool. The art, like the styles of these Pokemon are just so cool, guys. Let's see what we got here. Let's switch Barry in, because Barry is going to be essential to us against these guys here, these hikers. What else is in Pokemon news? There is also a new Pokemon game for iPhone and Android. It is called Pokemon Duel, and I love old-looking games like this. Thank you very much. I love the artwork in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Like even like this Geodude, you can't even see its eyes, but it looks so cool. They all look so cool. Just the way that the artwork is that was done for these sprites. So let's see. We'll look at Gyarados. It looks very similar to the way that it would in the anime or even on the cards, but it has its own kind of thing. And that's the one thing that I loved about Generation 1 and Red and Blue, was because the sprites were designed completely different to their anime counterparts. They're not completely off, but they have like a difference to when you play Pokemon now. Like the sprites actually look like Pokemon. Charmeleon, like even Mew. Let's go check out Mew. Like, he looks nothing. If you guys can see on the side here, it would be like down below. You'll see all my sprites of my current team. Those are from Pokemon Yellow. That's how different these sprites are. So you can take a look at Wemmy on here and Wemmy in my actual team on my board here, and they look almost completely different. They're the same shape and everything, but they look completely different. Let's okay. For some reason, I changed out Larry. I didn't really want to send out Larry, but okay. Let's send in him again. We'll go to. I just wanted to check him out. There you go. Like, you guys can see Charmeleon on both of these, and it's how different the artwork is. Like, Charmeleon on here looks a lot bulkier and thicker. Even his flame is completely different, which is really neat. Let's send Barry back in. I don't know why we swapped him out. Raging Zapdos, Jow, Tim, do you guys have any questions for me? If you guys have anything to ask Pokemon related, I'm willing to answer stuff right now. So anything that you guys have questions on, if you guys have something on TCG games, video game related questions, Pokemon Online, really anything Pokemon related, or even outside of Pokemon, you guys can ask me anything. I'm here to answer whatever you guys have to throw at me. So let's send out. We gotta get Dusty's out Pidgeot. Hopefully before the gym, before the next gym leader. Let's see if we can. We're gonna sand attack the crap out of this Onix and just make it so he is unable to hit anything. There we go. This is when it gets good. Onix is not going to be able to even touch any of us. Who is my favorite Pokemon? Well, the question that you have to really ask is, are you speaking out of all Pokemon in general or from a specific generation? That's the question that I have for you. Are you asking me my favorite Pokemon out of every single Pokemon that is known so far? Because I have a favorite Pokemon for each generation, but I actually have narrowed it down to 2 Pokemon that are my favorite of all time out of every single Pokemon that there is. So for out of all time, my 2 that I cannot, the 2 that I cannot decide on, it's like a tie between the 2 of them, is Charizard and Mewtwo. Those are my 2 favorite Pokemon of all time. I've said in the past that Dragonite, Gyarados, and who else? And even Pikachu at times. They are sometimes Pokemon that I have on my team all the time, to team together. But the reasons for liking Charizard and Mewtwo, that's awesome. I'm glad to have another Charizard fan here. The reason that I do like Charizard is, imagine having it as an actual pet, kind of like Pokemon for yourself. You can fly on this thing. This thing can take you anywhere you want to go. It shoots fire out of its mouth. It has a burning tail. It's just a beast Pokemon. And I just love the look of Charizard, the color of Charizard. I can't decide between shiny Charizard and regular Charizard because they both look awesome. But I would have to say, like, between him and Mewtwo. Mewtwo is another story. He's my favorite legendary Pokemon, but him and Charizard always tie for me. Mewtwo, I like the aspect of him being a clone of the original Pokemon, like Mew. Mew is the Pokemon that has the DNA of every single Pokemon in existence. And to have made him into a clone, something that has a Pokedex entry before Mew, which doesn't make sense because Mew technically should be before Mewtwo. I just love the aspect of Mewtwo being this bigger, bulkier, stronger version of Mew, and he is so much, not better, but I don't know, he just makes his own kind of thing. He's almost not even a Pokemon. He's a clone Pokemon, so he is a Pokemon, but he just has that aspect to him that he's almost like human-like. It's kind of like they were trying to create a human Pokemon when they created Mewtwo. I love the way that his hands have those little like balls at the end. I know like it's kind of weird saying that I like seeing his little ball fingers, but it's really cool when he uses them with his telekinesis and all his psychic stuff. It's amazing. Like watching him in the anime and even in the games, he just completely destroys you. If anybody has gotten to the end of Pokemon Red and you go to face, yeah, he can talk too in the anime. He's able to communicate with people through psychic ability. Now that said, there's only just the anime featuring Ash that he's actually able to talk. If you watch Pokemon Origins, Mewtwo can't talk at all. He makes the same noise that he does in the game, like his sprite. So that's really the only place that he can talk is in the Pokemon anime where he sees Ash, because he is able to communicate with Ash and with other people. Which I did like. Us hardy guys always laugh. Interesting. It was just amazing. Like it's almost like he is human. There's a human aspect to Mewtwo. And that nothing, like he doesn't want to be someone's slave, someone's Pokemon. He is his own person. And same here, man. I love the Pokemon anime. There's so many plot holes in the entire Pokemon anime series. The one question that I always get baffled on is when I'm watching the anime, where is Ash's dad? Like, did he just leave Ash as a kid? Like I know he's been mentioned several times that he's on his own Pokemon journey, and there's little tidbits hinting towards where he's at, but there's never been any Ash has never interacted with his father on screen, and it's almost like he kind of deserted Ash and his mom. And I think that's kind of where the anime, not headed, but I think that's going to be one of the big things is kind of once Ash meets his dad, I don't know if it's going to be it for the Pokemon anime, but I think it'll be kind of like a standoff, and they're going to have to kind of think of something else for him to work towards. I honestly don't know. I do have a theory though. They made a side series called, I can't remember what it was called, but it didn't feature Ash in it. It featured Richie from the Pokemon anime and a bunch of different trainers that Ash has interacted with before. And in this series, there is a character with the name of Silver. Now, in this anime version, there's a lot of similarities to him and Ash. And he even hears Ash's name, and you can see a puzzled look on his face, as if he almost knows who Ash is, but we've never seen these two characters interact. They have that same kind of rasp in their voice. Their starter Pokemon rides on their shoulder. So Ash has his Pikachu, Silver has a Chikorita, which wouldn't make sense because Ash's dad was in the Kanto region, which means he wouldn't have had a Chikorita, and it wouldn't have made sense also because if that was his starter Pokemon, wouldn't Ash have met this Chikorita before and then known that there are other Pokemon other than the ones in the Kanto region? So, I mean, there's a lot of aspects to him that make him sort of similar to Ash. And the one thing that kind of made me think that it is him is Ash and Silver have this one thing about them. and it's the one thing that Ash always has when he does anything. He sets something in his mind, like if he has a goal, he's going to do it. So Ash wants to become a Pokemon Master. Silver wants to become a Pokemon Master too, so they will do anything to get to where they need to go. They've both encountered a legendary bird Pokemon, so that's going to be the next trivia question, guys. So for the next Pokemon card, name the Pokemon, the legendary Pokemon that Silver encountered as a child and has made it his goal to encounter him again as an adult. So it's a legendary Pokemon, guys. If you can name that legendary Pokemon, you will be getting a card code at the end of today's episode. Alright. Let's burn these bugs, guys. What's another thing about the show? The fact that Ash has been shocked, I don't know, countless times, even Team Rocket, pretty much everybody. No, it's not Lugia, but good guess. Ash and pretty much everybody in the show has been shocked by Pikachu. And it's amazing because Pikachu can produce over 50,000 volts. Raichu is known to produce 100,000 volts, which is pretty much like being in the electric chair. And it happens to them countless times, and they don't even really get phased by it. They get like hurt a little bit from the shock, but that's pretty much it. There's no damage to them. Yes, that's true. The girl voices Ash pretty much in every series. There was the one girl who did it from the very beginning, and she did it for up to, I believe, 7 or 8 seasons. It was pretty much past the Hoenn region, so the 3rd generation. By the time it got to Generation 4, that's when she stopped. But that was my favorite voice actor for Ash as well. They do. I would take another guess at that legendary Pokemon that Silver has seen, Zapdos. Give me another guess for it. I mean, I know there's tons of legendary Pokemon, but I'll even narrow it down for you. The legendary Pokemon doesn't go past Generation 2, so that is your clue. That is a clue to everybody. So the legendary Pokemon that Silver had seen as a boy, it is not anywhere past Generation 2. So all the legendary Pokemon between Generation 1 and Generation 2, those are the ones that you have to go through. And he has seen one of those legendary Pokemon. Alright, let's send out Cheese. And guys, if you also like what you see on screen here, please leave a like and a comment. No, that is what Ash saw. Raising Zapdos. Ash saw Ho-Oh, which was the legendary Pokemon that Ash saw. So that would have been cool if Silver did see Ho-Oh, because then that would kind of be like, whoa, like they both saw a Ho-Oh. And actually, I'm incorrect about Ash seeing Ho-Oh, because it technically wasn't Ho-Oh. If anybody has seen the anime, the Ho-Oh that Ash saw was actually Mew in disguise. Mew transformed into a Ho-Oh and flew across the Kanto region, as well as when Ash was in the Johto region, he saw Ho-Oh again, and that was also Mew. Which I never really understood why it was Mew. I thought Ho-Oh was still alive, but it doesn't make any sense. I didn't know for the longest time. I actually had to go back and rewatch all of the first 3 generations. So, let's kill this guy. Yes, he missed. And Bubble Beam and Diglett is dead. So, any more guesses on who Ash saw? or sorry, not who Ash saw, who Silver saw as a legendary Pokemon. Yeah. We're going to be battling a few more trainers, guys, and once we get to the Pokemon Center, I think that's going to be it for today. I will give you guys another question once someone has gotten this current not Suicune. You are very close. You're actually in the right area. Silver saw what was a legendary Pokemon of 3 legendary Pokemon, but not in. Okay, I'll basically give it to you. It's not from the Johto region. I just wanted to throw that in there because it's like kind of like confusing you. It's not from the Johto region. It is from the Kanto region. So legendary Pokemon that Silver saw was actually a Kanto legendary Pokemon. There's 3 of these Kanto legendaries, and it is one of the 3. And Ash has seen the spirit of this Pokemon before. When he went to the Pokemon League, he protected the spirit of this Pokemon, and the spirit of this Pokemon had protected him as well. So let's send in Wemmy. I'm gonna punch the seconds. Come on, this is an easy one. Very, very easy. You are right on the dot, my friend. Correct. So Raging Zapdos, you have won yourself a Breakpoint Booster Pack code. So before the end of this episode is over, this is going to be, I need to make this kind of confusing. What can I make for a question that will confuse everyone, but will also get you guys engaged? Let's see. Well, I'm going to give it to you anyways. You're going to have to take it. Unfortunately, I can't just give it to anyone. I guess I could if you really don't want the code, then I won't give it. I'll give the code to somebody else, but are you sure? 100%? Well, guys, we're going into the 40-minute territory. We've got to do this a little bit quicker. Okay, so you don't have a TCG account? Okay, guys, well, this is going to be to whoever is watching this episode today. We have a Pokemon TCG code here. Let's see if I can make that any better. So to whoever wants this TCG code, Raging Zapdos has been more than generous to give this to a random person who will view this. So here you go, guys. I'm just waiting to see it on screen. So, if you guys have seen that, that is the booster code for that. So yeah, Raging Zapdos, if you do get another code, I will be more than happy to give it away to somebody else. So for the final question, gotta think of a good one. Name the only Pokemon to be on a card, on a Pokemon card, in the Pokemon anime. There's only one Pokemon that has ever been witnessed in the anime on a Pokemon card. It's not really a Pokemon card, but it is on a card. It's a Pokemon that is on a card, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about. Doesn't make any sense, guys, but... We're gonna skip that guy for now. We'll just leave him. So we'll face this last lassie here. Don't you dare condescend you. Why would I condescend you? Name the only Pokemon to be on a card in the Pokemon anime. So if you're familiar with the Pokemon anime or the movies, wink, there's only one Pokemon to have ever been known to be in the anime on a card. And I'm not talking about like a greeting card or a postcard. I'm talking about an actual like card like this in the anime movies. You guys should know what this is. If you guys are true Pokemon fans, this should be really easy for you guys. Coins scattered everywhere. Thank you, Meowth, for knocking off all my monies. Nope. That is not the Pokemon that I'm talking about. Actually, you just proved me wrong. But I will rephrase the question. Name the only Pokemon to be on an ancient card. So it's a card that has existed for a long time, and it's almost like a relic. And there's only one Pokemon that's ever been on one of these cards. Let's bite. Bite, Barry, bite. Alright, Barry's at level 23. Good job, Barry. Sweet. Guys, so we are almost at the Pokemon Center over here. Alright, perfect. You are correct, Raging Zapdos. So, in the spirit of that, just before I sign off here, we're going to heal the Pokemons. Alright, so guys, this is the final Pokemon TCG code. Congrats to whoever gets these guys. If you do receive these, please let me know that you received them. Leave a comment or something below, just letting me know that you've received this card code. You can post on my Facebook page, not Instagram. You can tag me on Instagram on the cards that you get from there, and just let me know what you get, or if that you got the code. Just leave a like, comment, whatever. Just letting me know that you got the card code. So more like a comment, guys. It would be really helpful just to let me know who's getting these codes and that you guys are having a great time doing this. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for signing in today to watch this episode of Pokemon Let's Plays. So we did get our Pokemon a little bit higher up in level, but we still have a ways to go. So next week, we will be tackling the cave to Lavender Town. And I believe there is a lady over here. Yep. So there is a lady over here, which we will tackle next week. So guys, until next time, I am Flash Ketchum, signing off. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe if they want to win some awesome Pokemon TCG codes. Pidgey was on Professor Oak's computer. But that's not a card. I was thinking of the episode, it's Pokemon School episode, and they showed three cards, I think, actually. Pidgey, Pidgeotto, and Pidgeot. They were all on Pokemon cards. But thank you so much for that information. Great to know that. I actually remember what you're talking about, that the Pidgey was on the computer and said that you have mail. But guys, thank you so much for watching the episode. I really appreciate all the viewers today and the comments. I like getting this feedback. And until next time, when we tackle on the cave to Lavender Town, see you later, guys.